love that part. It's a somebody show. It's a show where anybody can be somebody. Well, not anybody. I mean, just people that actually come and sit down with us. They can be somebodies if they want to. And we actually have a Twitter thing now. Twitter?
We do. We have a Twitter account. It's The Somebody Show @Somebody Show. Pretty easy to remember.
It'll be, I think in YouTube videos, they like point to the bottom of the screen that that's where it's going to be. Or it might be up there. I don't know.
Give us a follow. And then obviously, if you want to comment and recommend, if you know somebody that should be on the show, or if you just want to make fun of Chris, or any questions that people want to send, I think we're good. But we have that now. Yeah,
you can leave. I mean, obviously, some of you have been leaving comments on the YouTube part of this, obviously. So, but yeah, tweet at us. I'm so excited! It's like a real show. Speaking of shows, our show.
Yeah.
That last episode was horrible. Shit. It was really bad, right?
It was bad.
I mean, we even called it out. We was like, we're just learning. We don't know how this is supposed to go. But, you know, it was worse than I think even I was expecting.
Well, you got an email from YouTube.
I did, yeah. YouTube said, please stop uploading content.
Yeah.
So you're wasting bandwidth.
It was bad.
So, yeah.
And then they recommended that we use Parler.
Parler, yeah. I've never heard of Parler.
I don't know
so, we'll see.
what that is, but
try it out.
That's what they told us. They steered us that way.
Response on Parler, maybe. So no. And I think we could be better.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
It's a work in progress, and we're getting there, slow and steady.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's gonna get better.
We actually met and wrote stuff this week, so.
Did we? Oh, yes, we did do that.
You and I.
Yeah. It's right here.
Yeah.
Right on that computer.
So
right there.
we're getting
Hopefully we have everything. All right, do we have are we doing an ad now, or do you think that's next?
No, we can do it now.
Yeah, you got. Yeah.
Well, today's episode is brought to you by the City of Chester, their tourism bureau. They have a new slogan coming for 2022, and it's Visit Chester. We are not responsible for lost or stolen items. That's so Visit Chester.
Wow. How much did they give us for that one?
$8.
All right. Money. That's what we're looking for here. That's all we care about. All right. Well, why don't we go to commercial?
Okay.
A real commercial.
Yeah.
Not your crap that you just read.
Not that fake shit.
A real commercial, and then we'll be right back.
Pardon me, what kind of dog food does your dog eat?
Young fella, there's two things I know. Checkers and dogs. Dogs like canned dog food. Especially Herman here.
Do you think he'd like Gaines burgers?
Well, he might.
Yeah, leave this to me. Dogs like food that's moist and meaty.
But Gaines burgers are moist and meaty, see?
Go ahead, but...
And they taste terrific.
And you don't know nothing about checkers, neither.
Gaines burgers dog food. The canned dog food without the can.
We're back! I know you didn't think we'd ever come back, but we did, and this is it. How awesome was that commercial?
It was my favorite one. That's literally the highlight of our show.
Yeah,
I
like
literally skip through the content
just to watch the commercials. Yeah,
it's like the Super Bowl.
They're fun.
Yeah.
I just like the old commercials.
Yeah, no, they're great.
They're fun.
I don't
know which one that one was, but it was probably great. So obviously, last episode we talked a little bit about how much. Well, we did a little get to know the Somebody Show, and we found out that all of our viewers like Sean. And none of our viewers like me.
Seems to be that's the case.
100% Sean, 0% me, right? So, I had an idea. Well, we kind of talked about this together. We're going to start a tally, and each episode, at the end of the show, you and I are going to talk about it. We're going to find out who won the episode.
Who did better. Who brought it.
You and I are going to say, like, oh, yeah, it was definitely yours. And sometimes you might say, no,
we're just trying to make you feel a little bit better. Like, the people that watch tend to be a little bit harder on you, so...
Yeah.
If you actually bring it, I have no problem.
Bring it every fucking time, man.
Allegedly.
Every time.
We'll
I am trying.
Well, I'm
sweating. It's not even hot today. I'm sweating.
We're going to keep a tally.
It's like the first day it's not 130 degrees. Actually, not bad. All right, so I'm excited. We're going to finally know for real who's got the stuff.
Right. Like, whose show is it really?
You or me. Well, it's the Somebody Show.
I know, but whose show is it really?
It's the Somebody Show.
For now.
Somebody's. It's the somebody that we have is their show. Are you confused?
Maybe.
Or am I confused?
I think we're all confused.
All right, we're all confused. All right, so, and if you want, again, with the Twitter, twit.
Yeah.
Sorry. You can tweet or leave comments on who you think won the show, as you've already done, but I guess that was the inspiration for this.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited for tonight. I'm excited for our guest.
We have a guest.
Yeah, we do have a somebody.
We
That's why we're doing this.
Tricked one more person into it.
Really. Let's be honest, let's really just bring it down and get serious and for real about this. We are not doing this show for somebodies. We're doing this show because I'm Chris Elwood, a former actor who has nothing at all going on in his creative life anymore. So Sean said, why don't we do this show? And I said, yes, I will do this.
Yes.
That is why we're doing the show.
All for you, bud.
Not for money, not for these jokers, for me.
That would be my seat. You pointed at my seat.
This joke, well, you're there now. I'm confused. God, I'm so easily confused. All right.
It's not going to be a boys' club anymore either. We have our first. We have a first.
Is a lady.
A lady.
I don't know how I'm going to react. I mean, I'm
I'll get in
married.
trouble.
You're pretty much married. I mean, when are you guys getting married? Do you have a date yet?
No, she keeps avoiding that, so we're good.
We're going to talk about that tonight. All right, so let's go to commercial. Another one of those fantastic commercials, and then we are going to come back with our guest. We're going to introduce her, the whole deal.
Find out about this guest.
Yeah. All right, we'll be right back. Also, I'll be right back.
I missed my big chance last time. Angie, I'm not going to miss it again. There it is.
That's the Athena 2000 electronic machine by Singer. It's $100 off. Push these buttons. It sews 25 stitches. Beautiful. Even measures buttons and makes buttonholes to fit in one step. If you missed your chance last time, the big Singer sale is back.
Hey, Debbie, if you was my mother, what would you think of your son now? Huh?
We are back. We're back. That's right. Somebody show. Sean and Chris. And we have a guest. We have somebody. We're going to bring her out right now. Like we said earlier, first lady on the show. Episode 3. It's pretty good, right?
So far?
Good thing we didn't wait like 10 episodes.
Right.
We don't bring a lady. That would be horrible. So we got a lady. She's here. The best guest we've ever had. Please welcome to the Somebody Show, Joanna Rominger. Come on out, Joanna.
Hey. Hi. It's so nice to see everyone. I did. I feel loved.
Oh, goodness.
I've never gotten applause like that before.
The studio audience. We have a
Amazing.
studio audience of 3 people.
I feel warm inside.
People
It
work on the
feels
show.
really good.
Thanks for coming out. Oh, and you brought Sean's dog with you.
I did. I know
Archie
Archie
obviously likes you.
My new BFF.
Yeah. You said, I think before we started taping, that you're a really large dog fan.
Yes, I'm a huge dog fan.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up with dogs my whole life, and
Yeah.
then we had 2,
Yeah.
and they passed away.
Aw.
I know, back to back. One was 15. She lived a great life, dear Madison. And then the other one was only just about 4, Gunner.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, one morning, he just went to
Broke.
sleep forever. Yeah, it was really sad.
The last dog I had growing up, my dad told me he found, because I had already moved to California, my dad said he found her spread eagle like 2 feet from her bed. Like just face down. It's like she was trying so hard to get there, to finish,
there.
like get a nice little rest and just die in her sleep on her bed. But nope, she didn't make it. Just collapsed.
You know what? It's really sad. But we're breaking our 5-year streak of no dog, and we're getting a new dog this spring.
What?
So, I don't know yet.
I'm holding out.
Yeah.
I'm holding strong on the no dog for a while.
I get it. I
But
know.
yeah, but I said before the show that Sean said was good material, so I'm going to say it on the show now.
Yeah.
I don't think you are a large dog fan. I think you're an appropriately sized
I
dog
am
fan.
appropriately sized.
There you
yes,
go.
that is
All
true.
right.
But I do
So,
love my dogs. I do.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
You
for
Spend a
having
couple
me.
more
First
minutes
lady?
with Archie, you might change your mind.
Yes. Exactly. You're the first gal we've had on the show.
I'm
I
excited
don't know if
about
you heard
that.
that.
I
You're
do.
first
I
gal.
feel
Yeah.
really honored
That is a
to be.
big
A little bit of
deal.
pressure.
Because Sean and I are both misogynists.
Yes.
Yeah, we are
Big
full
time.
on like
Yeah.
women. Yeah,
I'm
no.
going to change those minds
Good.
tonight, my friend.
Yes. I want my mind changed. So
You didn't bring baked goods? I mean,
oh yeah.
Well, I know. You know, it was a really hard day in the kitchen. I was trying to
Yeah.
make a really good meal for my family, my
Okay.
boys at home,
Yeah, see?
but I didn't have time to bake any goods. Actually, I didn't do any of that. I left and my husband was cooking dinner.
I was joking about the misogyny.
Oh,
yeah, we're not really. So don't really
Yeah,
be
no.
a misogynist. So, hey, Parlor.
How's it going?
Let's get to know Joanna. Let's do it. Let's ask some
the whole
questions.
point of the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So you are I have it written down here. You are a middle school drama and public speaking teacher.
I am. Yes.
Pretty cool.
It is cool. It's fun.
How long have you been doing that?
This is my 10th year doing this job, but it's my 15th year at the school.
Okay.
So
Janitor?
I started off, actually, no, I didn't start off as a janitor, but I was in the daycare, for a year, and then in the lower school, and then I was like, I want to start something new. So I pitched a plan to tell them that they absolutely needed to hire me to start a drama program at the school.
Now, the
So-
school you're at right now does
It
not.
didn't have one in the
drama?
middle school, only in the upper school, and it's the longest running drama program in the country of a
Holy-
school, the Belfry Club. It's kind of a big deal. But it stopped at 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. And so I was like, everybody else needs a little drama in their life too.
Absolutely.
So I was like, I want a better job than I have right now, and I love my school.
Yeah.
So I just created a plan and I pitched it, and the next year they offered me the job.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So
You
it's
got to
pretty cool.
make your destiny.
It really did. I know. So it's been a really fun ride, and I'm loving it so far.
So what kind of shows do you do?
We do a fall play where I just wrapped it up this weekend, actually.
Okay.
And it's just more of a chance for the kids to learn the idea behind acting and performing and putting together a show. And then we do a huge main stage musical.
That you do like live action reinterpretations of Real Housewives?
Don't get me started. That's like my favorite show. It's my guilty pleasure. I love it. I love it. Matt would go play hockey, my husband, and I'd be like, bye-bye, and I'd get caught up on my shows. Yeah, I love it.
One of Rachel and I's biggest arguments was when I realized she was a big fan of that
Oh,
show.
yep.
And I was like, why do you watch this crap? It's all crap. They're just screaming at each other.
Oh, it is crap.
Yeah.
What did she say?
She said, why do you watch Georgia football? They're just hitting each other. I was like, all right, you can watch your show.
I get
totally,
that.
feel free.
See, it makes me feel like I'm normal.
That's
right?
what she says,
I feel
yeah.
better about myself.
right.
I'm like, my life really isn't that dramatic, and it makes me feel good.
Yeah.
So,
Archie, do you like Real Housewives?
He watches
Real
Real
dog
Housewives
lives?
do
with
you?
mom.
Oh, you're such a good partner for that. Yes, you are.
Oh, right. So cute. So you're teaching at the school. What did you have a history in drama?
So I have been performing. Well, I stopped performing when like about 15 years ago, but I started performing when I was 5.
Yeah.
And then I kept going for 20 years, and I have a degree in theater, and I studied in New York and at NYU, and
More accomplished than you are.
yeah.
Way more.
And it was really great. No, it's
awesome.
musicals.
Okay.
Musicals. Yeah, not like, I mean, I'm not like a movie star.
You're somebody now. I was actually going to say.
Neither is he.
I know. That's why I had a little sarcasm in my voice.
Well, wait a second. I heard you guys. I can hear. I'm right here, guys. So Matt may have not pre-qualified you correctly then, because you sounds like you are already a somebody.
Well, so in like the 80s I was, but
Okay.
then I kind of peaked.
So Sean and I had an idea for a follow-up to this when this becomes really super successful.
Mm-hmm.
We want to do the has-been show, where people that are now where the hell are they?
Where are
Like,
they?
and what are they doing?
Yes.
So the has-been show. That's our follow-up show.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It's copyrighted now, right? You said it.
I just
Nobody
said
can
it.
steal it.
No one can
steal-
steal
yeah.
this.
Okay.
Brilliant.
I did tell a friend of mine though, and he's like,
Or does Parlor own that now?
Oh, Parlor. Yeah.
Sometimes people steal your idea. Like,
Hey,
You
Parlor.
don't know. You don't know what's going to happen over there. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I told a friend, he's like, I don't know if you're going to be able to convince people to come on a show called The Has-Been Show when they are The Has-Been.
Right.
Do people want to be known as The Has-Been?
well, maybe they'll think it's you.
Well, that's why I would host it, because
They'll feel
that'll
the
be like, that'll
connection.
disarm them
They'll be like, "Oh."
in a way. Yeah.
No, but I think they might, because then it's almost like I was a has-been, but hey,
Now
I'm
I'm
not a
back.
has-been
On
anymore.
the up and
I'm
up
back.
anymore, right?
People now heard my name and saw my face. I'm back.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
I have to tell you, when you and I talked about you being on the show, I may have mentioned this to you, but ideally, I think it would be fun to have some of your students, like before they're like the stars of the show,
Yes.
like come on the show and
Oh my
talk
gosh.
about like they're on a real late night talk show,
Yes,
right? And
they
they're
would love it.
publicizing their their show they're going to be in, and you guys will have like huge like numbers of people coming to see the show
Yeah.
if your student is on the show.
100%.
Right,
Yes.
right, yeah.
Oh my
This is
gosh, we
gonna
have
be-
to like add weeks and weeks of performances.
Yeah. I mean, well, you'll have like at least 1 or 2 other people show.
Yeah,
up.
maybe. But you know what? It's something.
Yeah, it's something. A
Yeah.
little something.
I like that idea.
Yeah, so we have a commercial, maybe?
Is it
Should we do
time for a commercial
Do we have
already?
time? We have time, Matt?
You can
Keep going?
keep on rolling.
Oh, you know what? I did have another question for you.
Oh.
You like a lot yacht rock?
Oh my gosh. I do. I love yacht rock. I can't even say
See?
it.
Yeah.
Like
Yacht rock.
Yacht rock radio. I became obsessed with it over quarantine.
Did you? That's the first time I heard about it.
Oh my gosh,
is it?
Sirius
Yeah. I mean, we're
XM
talking about-
Yacht Rock Radio. It is like every soft
Like Billy Ocean.
yes, like awesome like
It has to
kind
be
of smooth
water
rock
related?
from like the
I don't think
70s
so.
and
Okay.
80s, and I think they do it because it's almost like what the yachters would want to listen to, back in
Like
the
a lot of
day.
air supply and
It's just great.
Who's the Hometown Boys mustache, curly
Yes,
hair.
it's
What's
like a
his name?
throwback.
Hall & Oates.
Hall & Oates,
Hall
yeah.
& Oates, Yacht
Yes,
Rock probably.
absolutely. And like we would do in quarantine, we would do happy hours with our kids. I mean, they would have like kid-friendly cocktails and fancy glasses, and then we would have legitimate cocktails, and then we play yacht rock, I can't even say it. Yacht rock radio. And now I'm obsessed. It's my go-to song.
Yeah, I just heard of it,
radio.
and someone started talking about what it was. I'm like, yeah, that's all my favorite music. So yes, I like
You
Yacht Rock.
you have to listen
All right, I
to
have to
it.
give it
I
a try.
highly recommend it.
Yeah, it's good.
Hopefully that's a plug for Sirius XM. Maybe you can get
A new sponsor.
a
There you go.
sponsor.
And all of you viewers out there, you should tweet at us your favorite Yacht Rock mix.
Oh,
Yes.
or the best yacht rock song.
Best
Yes.
Yacht Rock song. Yacht Rock.
Yacht rock song. It's like it's great. I highly recommend it. It's so good.
I have another question for you.
Yes, yeah.
What's your favorite career memory? Memory.
That was a
B,
good
I added a
segue.
B.
That was a great segue.
Was it a good segue? No. it's-
Speaking of yacht rock radio, what was your favorite career memory?
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm telling you, I'm doing the show because I just want to be on camera again. I don't know how to host a show.
I love it. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. Let me think. Okay, there's a few.
Okay. All right.
And I've done a variety of things.
Okay.
So before I was a teacher, I was a buyer at Urban Outfitters.
Oh,
so one of my most favorite memories was helping go to like my first photo shoot because I worked for their .com and their catalog, and so I was in charge of the accessories at the time, and I got to go and help kind of do all
Stage
the
it all.
staging of my big buys, and it was such an awesome experience. So that was a really big memory. I mean, I still live it. It was like literally like 17 years ago, but it still lives with me. See, that's my has-been moment.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
Top of the world.
yes, I felt like I was on top of the world, but I was like 23. And then
I felt like I was on the top of the world every day when I was 23.
I know, right? Life was so much
Living the
easier.
best life.
And then I guess one of my biggest career memories now. What is it?
Tell us your favorite student ever. Name them on
Oh
the
my
show.
gosh.
Bradley Cooper, right? Didn't you go
Oh
to
my God, Brad,
Germantown?
he did go. Yeah. Oh,
Were
yeah.
you his inspiration?
You know what?
A little
I
bit before.
think.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, if I inspired him, I would have been 7.
Okay.
But he did.
Well,
go
hey,
to-
I mean, it's Hollywood.
He would
Allegedly,
take the
I
bus
mean-
to GA with my cousins. My cousins rode the same bus with him to GA.
okay.
Yeah,
that's fun.
I know. I'm like, hey, do you remember the Bullnose? No, I'm just kidding.
One of my friends I lived with in LA went to GA with Bradley, so they were buddies. And
So
Brian
nice.
Klugman. And we have a bit that we want to do on the show eventually where we cold call celebrities. And I'm kind of spoiling that now.
Yes.
But
You
we're gonna-
are, but I love
so
it.
we're going to I'm going to get phone numbers to Bradley Cooper, someone like that. And we're just going to call him. Like, hey, Bradley, you're on the Somebody Show. How you doing, man?
I love it.
Click. Or I
No,
doubt
I
anyone's
feel
gonna
like
even
he would
answer.
actually
What if he said, I've
like
seen it? What if he said, I've seen
There
it?
you go, yeah. Well, then we will know that we have made it then.
He's not allowed on because he's.
Well, no, he's not allowed on, but
But
we'll
he
cold
could be on
call.
the Has Been Show. He hasn't been in anything in a while.
It's going to take a while for Bradley Cooper.
We got
I
time.
don't know if he'll ever be a has-been. I feel
we're-
like he's like a George Clooney,
Yeah,
where
if we're
like he
still-
hasn't done anything
Yeah.
for like a decade, but he's
And if we're
still
still doing the show, by
somebody.
the time it would take for Bradley Cooper to be a has-been, then
We're doing all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So what were you saying? You were
Oh,
talking
about the show Box.
Yeah.
Oh, your box. Box show.
Like Box. It was a show for my middle school kids that focused on the idea of kind of getting out of the expectations other people set for you, and almost like the idea of who parents feel like you should be, or turning into someone at school that you feel like you should be to fit in,
Okay.
and just being okay in like the box that you want to create for yourself. Almost like your mask. Like you remove your mask and just let your true self shine and be okay with it. And so it was like a series of monologues and scenes and telling different stories that other kids in the middle school age group may experience.
Now, was it written or is it somewhat autobiographical? The kids like telling their own personal stories?
No, it was actually written
Okay.
by someone named Lindsay Price. She writes a lot of shows for this company, and she's really clever. And I don't know if she researches it ahead of time and interviews people to
Yeah.
find the foundation for it, but so many of the different stories that are told in these scenes, really you see or you remember even when you think back to yourself in middle school.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it's really neat.
That's
It went
cool.
really well. Yeah.
There was a show that I did in LA called Line. Believe it or not, and I'm not bullshitting. Like it was really called Line, not Box, but it was just about a group of people standing in line for something. You never know what it is.
I love that. That's a great.
It was great, and then they start like
premise.
working about like where is the beginning of it. At some point, they're like, well, how do we know where the front of the line is?
Right.
And then the guy that's in the back and who's been complaining the whole time about being in the back suddenly says, well, I think it's right here, and then everyone
That sounds really clever. I like that.
I think there was a movement in like the 70s or 80s for like absurdist theater, and I think it's considered kind of an absurdist style.
I love that. That
So
sounds
it's like
really
a
cool.
one act. I think it was fun. All right, so now we're going to go commercial.
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah, now that I think we have plenty of Joanna in her first segment, and we're going to come back with Joanna in her second segment, and we're going to do some
Fantastic.
cool stuff.
Awesome.
All right,
Can't wait.
so commercial time. Meow.
You make this shot, you can have anything you want for dinner.
I'll have Kentucky Fried Chicken, Mom.
You got it, superstar.
Kids love Kentucky Fried Chicken, just like other folks. And with all those delicious fixins, what a meal.
It's finger looking good. Real goodness from Kentucky Fried Chicken.
We are back. Yeah, can you believe it? I can't. Joanna, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you're done.
so
No, you're
nice
not done.
being
You're not
here.
done.
Thank you so
No
much.
way. You're not done. Are you kidding me? Oh, I just touched my microphone. Sean and I wanted to see if we could ask you a favor.
Okay.
So, I was an actor. Like we've established that. I was obviously not good. Thank you very much at being an actor because I'm here right now. Sean has never acted before. You are a drama teacher. I am. We need help.
Can you teach Chris how to act and maybe give me a pointer here?
Yeah. We have a scene we want to act out, and we're hoping that you can kind of give us some pointers ahead of time.
Okay.
We'll do the scene, and then if you want to like then kind of tweak and direct and
Okay.
What do you think? What do you think?
Okay,
so,
I'm
so what do you
game.
tell your students this is a dramatic scene. This is very serious stuff.
Okay, so it's a serious scene.
No
okay.
comedy. It's not funny. Don't laugh.
And now I'm laughing.
No, you
okay.
laugh.
So I guess what I would do is I would tell them, okay, so because this is gonna make me sound like I'm very like egotistical, but I'm not. But
Very
I'm
pretentious.
I was
Very pretentious.
trained at partially trained at the Strasberg Institute in method acting.
Yes.
So I kind of like insert that when I teach my kids. And so like the idea behind that is like pulling from real life experiences.
Okay.
And then that allows the emotion they feel on the stage to be more real. And so that's what I do with them. So I'll try to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And
I'm gonna
we'll
think
see if it works.
So I'm going to think about. So I'm thinking about
So-
what I have to do. I have to pull like a real life kind of thing and then apply it. to
Yes.
this.
So think about like who am I going to be on that paper, right? Or in that scene.
Yeah.
When was I either pissed off and angry like
Yeah.
that person,
Yeah.
or when did I have like emotional struggles like this person? And then like think back to that moment and then reflect on that as you do your scene.
Okay. Awesome. I feel good. Sean, you ready to do this?
Well, like I said, so I mean, this scene won an Academy Award. I don't know if the movie won or if the actors. I don't know who. I think someone won something for
the
this.
two schmucks won best writing.
Okay.
Yeah, they
So
did not
this-
write a thing,
this-
but they won. Actually, there's a funny. No, I'm joking. There's a funny story about that. Maybe we'll tell later about that. But
And I feel like there were
I
at least
hope so.
nominations.
Yeah, I think
at
yeah,
least.
yeah.
Yeah.
Robin Williams won.
Did he?
I think.
I think you're right.
He-
For
I think he won
supporting
Best
actor.
Supporting,
Yes.
And then Ben and Matt won.
No.
Best Writing. I used to wait tables and Jeremy Piven actually. This is a funny story. I'm waiting tables. I bring food to the table, and Jeremy Piven looks up during the Good Will Hunting height of Good Will Hunting, and he looks up at me and he's like, "Oh, you're that guy from Good Will Hunting." I'm like, "No, I wouldn't be bringing you food if I was that guy." And then I spit on him. And I got fired. That's not. Most of that is a real story. The last part was not true. Okay.
Oh, good.
Well, we're gonna put our little spin on this scene.
I
and then-
cannot wait to see it
All
in
right.
action.
All right.
Do I need to move out
No,
of the way?
you're gonna be right
Oh
in the
my
middle.
gosh, I'm like right in the
Sure, why not?
middle.
We're gonna try. We're gonna try this. This is gonna be. So
I don't know who to look at.
I thought last episode sucked.
I didn't know you did.
Yeah, I did.
You want to talk about it?
Nah.
Hey, Sean. I don't know a lot, but you watched it. That wasn't your fault.
Yeah, I know.
Look at me. It wasn't your fault.
I know.
It's not your fault.
I know.
No, you don't. It's not your fault.
I know.
It's not your fault.
All right.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Don't fuck with me.
It's not your fault.
Don't fuck with me, all right?
It's not your fault.
Don't fuck with me, Chris. Not you, Chris.
It's not your fault.
I was close. I couldn't pull it together.
We zoomed in. Let's see those eyeballs.
See, I saw them though. I'm up close.
I tried.
I saw like the little shake in the eye, and I saw a little like water.
I was close.
The backstory is I think Robin Williams went over to Matt Damon and like really pinched him really hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe next time.
Stabbed him with a pen, and then they said like.
I thought I had it. I couldn't. You know what? It's just. Couldn't do it.
Well,
it's the only time I ever got
felt like
nervous
I was
doing
awesome.
this.
I felt like I did a really good job.
You did great.
I felt
I felt
reality
really
behind
good.
your performances. I did.
a couple
I felt
moments.
like I was in the moment with
I
you.
tried. I blew it.
Were you reflecting back to like your early 20s?
No, last week when we did a shitty show. You said to pull something from real life. I was pissed off about the shitty show.
I'm surprised you didn't cry.
You know what? Now I probably could.
Joanna?
Yes.
There was something else I wanted to talk to
Christmas
you about.
Bazaar or something? What was it? We were just talking about the...
Oh, yes! Thank you, Sean!
Yeah.
That's why you have a co-host, a sidekick, a Sean Meehan. Meehan.
It's all right. We'll get it right.
You know, I gotta read that later, but let's talk about your thing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we were at commercial break, and Joanna's telling us that she is in this again. You were already a somebody.
Overqualified.
No, I'm not.
She's in a YouTube video that has 80,000 views.
Oh my family's
You
gonna die
tell
right
Matt
now.
that.
Oh my gosh, my husband Matt is gonna die right now if he watches this.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people, 5 people that watch this show are now going to go add to that 80,000 count.
Okay, so here's the backstory. My nephew, who's now a sophomore at Counselor Up North, is obsessed with filmmaking and movies and
I'm available.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to tell him for our is trequel? Like, what would you say after a sequel? Like, what's the third round? Like part 3?
Thrice-quel?
Yeah. I don't know what to call it. But so he was in 8th grade at the time, and that's been his passion for like movies all of a sudden kicked in. I didn't know this existed. So every year...
I had a passion for movies in that age too.
Okay,
All right.
So there you go,
I
connection.
told you the misogyny thing.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
So
Different movie.
Every year, my parents and my sister and her 3 kids and her husband and my 2 kids all go to Lake Placid for a week every Christmas.
Yep.
We've been going since like 1992,
Yeah,
and then as we've married and created more children, more people have joined us. And
You have 17 kids now?
There's 17 of us.
Okay.
Or no, 11 of us.
11, okay.
But there's 5 kids in the family. 2 of them are mine. Okay. So we arrive there after everyone else has already gotten there. My husband and my 2 kids. And I walk in the door, and before I could say anything, my sister was like, okay, we're going to film a movie. And I was like, wait, what? She's like, we're filming a spoof on a Hallmark movie because they're obsessed with Hallmark Christmas movies. And Connor already wrote the script, and I was like, okay. And she's like, and to my husband, Matt, she's like, you're the mayor. And she's like, you're the mayor's wife. I was Holly, and my last name was Days. Holly Days, like holiday.
Yes.
And then all of the kids were all parts in it, the 5 kids. Or actually, no, the 4, because one of the kids was the director. And my parents were in it. And then my sister was like the love interest from the big city that went back to the small town to like help sell something. And she fell in love with someone like in 3 days, and then they got married.
Gilmore Girls? Is this what this is?
So our entire 6-day vacation, and we would be hanging out, we'd be going skiing, and then all of a sudden Connor would be like, oh, this would be a really great shot for the movie. And he'd like take out his iPhone and be like, so this is what you're feeling right now. And he would give us a scenario, and he'd be like, and go. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that just happened. And we would like do an complete improv scene. Whether we were ice skating, like in the middle of an ice skating rink, all of a sudden we were like skating and filming a scene for the show. And so he ended up splicing it together and made a 45-minute movie. And it's called Christmas at the Mistletoe Inn. Okay. And he put it in his McCormick Films channel on YouTube. He posted it. Literally has like 80,000 views for some reason, and we don't know why. And it has like hundreds of like comments about our performance.
That's fantastic.
And like what they liked, and some people were like, this is an amazing story, and some people thought it was really a Hallmark movie, and they were like, this is the worst Hallmark movie ever. And then my nephew would be like, it's a spoof, like it's fake, like it's not supposed to be real. And then we did a sequel at our next vacation over the summer at the beach. And it was really fun because the kids loved it. And we were like,
Can Sean and I be in the
Oh my gosh,
in
you
the threequel?
totally be in it. In the threequel?
We'll drive up to Lake Placid.
Yeah.
Sold.
Or
We'll find a somebody. We'll shoot like a
On
remote
scene.
somebody.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it was so funny. It was
that's
so
awesome.
fun. Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
fantastic.
you guys should
Oh,
watch it. I highly recommend it.
That is awesome.
But don't comment on holidays or.
Yeah. Well, probably at this point they'll go to watch the thing and they'll talk about how crappy I am. They're like, oh, we watched somebody show that
Got
horrible
this
guy Chris.
recommendation from this guy.
He's so horrible. So you'll have my like it's like a disease. It's going to spread throughout all the other videos on YouTube.
Fun. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is great. I'm very happy that you were our first lady guest.
Thank
It was
you.
awesome to have
Thank
you
you
on.
for
Thank you so
having
much.
me.
No, thank you for being on. This was great. I have an ad read I have to do before you go, so if you don't mind just kind of sitting here, I'm just going to read this. That won't take long.
Totally fine.
I promise. No, I'm serious. It won't take long. It's going to take like a little bit of time. All right. So we have. This is the card. Tonight's sponsor is God. Apparently, he likes us. That's it. All right. That was stupid.
Yeah.
I just ruined the episode.
It's all
Horrible.
trash.
Oh, I'm sorry, Joanna. You can come back. Will you come back?
Do it again.
But then am I still a nobody if I was already on the somebody
No,
show?
I think that we got to figure that out. I think we got to do somebody do or somebody part do or Okay. Well, I want to have people back. You can't just be a one-time somebody. You got to be somebody for life.
Somebody for life.
Yeah.
I love
Somebody-
that.
That's actually
We'll get
yeah.
T-shirts.
Yeah, I like that. Oh my gosh, I would
right?
totally buy a shirt.
We'll get you. That's what we should do eventually.
away.
We'll get T-shirts for the guests.
Yes.
Somebody
Somebody
for
for
life.
life. I
Oh my
like it.
gosh, I would love that. Oh my gosh, great
So,
idea.
is it offensive if you say somebody faux life? Did we get defensive there? Hi, Parlor. All right. I think we should get out of here before I
let's
continue
wrap
to
it, yeah,
ruin
yeah.
this episode. That's like 2 strikes. Way more strikes already. Joanna, thank you so much.
Thank
That's awesome.
you.
You're awesome.
This was so fun.
It was great.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you for trying to help us act.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joanna Rominger. Woo! We'll be right back.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Almond Joy's got nuts, Mounds don't. Almond Joy's got real milk chocolate, coconut and munchy nuts too. Mounds got deep dark chocolate and chewy coconut. Ooh. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Peter Paul, Almond Joy's got nuts, Peter Paul, Mounds don't. Because sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
We're back. That's right. That was awesome. Thank you. It was great.
That was, I think, redemption.
Yeah.
Possible.
Yeah,
Possible,
I tried to
depending
screw it
on
up.
whoever the editor is.
Yeah, no, it's me.
There's oh, shit.
Yeah. All right. I tried to screw it up.
Possible
I probably
redemption.
screwed up in the edit, but
We'll see.
no, that was great. I just totally blanked on what was.
Well, we have a Kickstarter.
Yeah, we did. That's right. So tonight, we all the backers that helped us pay for our audio equipment, we're going to start rewarding or paying off the rewards.
Yes.
You gave us money for us to do things, and Matt's phone is ringing. So Matt screwed up to show this. Now we can blame Matt, not me.
Yes.
It's Matt's fault. That's all right. No. So yeah, we had Kickstarters. We're going to start paying those back or doing our fulfilling our obligations.
I was supposed to wink at the end of
Right. To
my
who?
little scene.
Denise?
Denise.
All right.
But I was too busy.
Did you just wink?
Too busy not crying in that scene.
Yeah, you were supposed to wink
I was
during the
supposed to wink,
close-up.
so I'm winking now.
Yeah.
And so that's paid off. That's one.
That's it. Ding.
One of how many? I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
$2. Right there.
that was $3.
Was it
believe.
$3?
It was a $3 bid.
It's a
there.
$3 wink.
I actually winked 3 times, so she got her money's worth.
Wow, look at that. Excellent. Well, I think we got to get down to brass tacks here.
Who won the episode?
Who won the episode?
I did.
Yeah, you won. Yeah. That's not even
the way it
close.
is.
Wasn't even close.
Sorry, bud.
Wasn't even close.
Next time.
Hell no. Someday. I'm going to figure this out
Yeah,
eventually.
we'll get there.
All right. That's enough.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah,
That's all we got?
I don't have anything else. Do we? I got nothing. I mean, you could always do one of these. That's been
Yeah, we did
awesome.
that a couple times. What about kicker guard? We got kicker guard. Sorry, kicker guard. Let's see. I'll read one line. Fear and trembling belongs to the series of works, either or. Repetition stages on life's way. That was a parenthetical. Concern with realizing the universal. A theme close to Kierkegaard's heart in view of his decision not to proceed with his marriage. You know what that means? And there you go.
Means
That's
something.
it. Kierkegaard. You got, education.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we got. That's the Somebody Show. Remember, we're all somebody. Wait. What is it?
I don't know.
We love you all. We love you all, and you're gonna be. I can't remember.
God,
what it
he
is.
blew it.
I need to write it down. I don't have it written down. We're all somebody, and we can't wait to meet you all.
There it is.
That's it.
Yep,
Thank you.
there
Bye
it is.
bye.